Oh gosh, my glasses fell off again. You know, it's because when you take your glasses on and off a lot, you put a lot of wear on the arms. What you need is like a little handle right here so that the pressure can be put on the bridge of the nose like it was always meant to be. Yes, of course I am getting ready to review The Jerk, the classic Steve Martin comedy of the 1970s, directed by the amazing Carl Reiner. It's the rags to riches story of Navin Johnson, played by Steve Martin, who was born a poor black child and ends up making $1 million as the inventor of the OptiGrab, a little handle that goes in the middle of your glasses that unfortunately makes everyone cross-eyed, and so he has to give up all of his money. Steve Martin is fantastic in this movie as the jerk. He's a jerk. He's a guy who does not get it, whose self-entitlement and stupidity get in the way of him ever having a real life, really until the end. It's almost oddly a bit of a takeoff on a Citizen Kane style movie wherein Navin is happy in his relative poverty, finds unhappiness and dysfunction in his wealth, only at the end of the movie to yearn for the simpler times. This is, of course, a really classic and amazing comedy. We watch Navin's life through the whole thing, from when he leaves home to when he gets a job at a gas station with the terrific "he hates these cans" scene that I don't want to go too much into. He works at a carnival, which is fantastic. Meets and falls in love with his girlfriend, who is played by the always fantastic Bernadette Peters, and obviously an amazing singer. I think an underrated comedic talent, and another actress who, while I know she's had a tremendous Broadway career, I wish we had gotten in more movies. A classy and hilarious lady that I would love to see more of. This is an all-time great comedy movie that hasn't aged tremendously well in parts. It is a movie that I would love to give 5 stars to because the peaks of this movie are so very high. There's some, the aforementioned can sequence, the end sequence of "all I need is this paddle ball, and this remote control, and this chair, and this thermos." That's a fantastic. The cat juggling sequence is great, but there's there's maybe half as many jokes that don't really land, and from a narrative standpoint, it's sort of a mess. It is a movie, though, that I dearly love, and that I absolutely think you should see. I just think a little more judicious editing would have made it, age a little bit better. 3.5 stars for The Jerk.